Hi, my name is Mrs. Davis, and this is my channel, A Happy Place to Grow. I am so excited you are here. We are working through a new video series called First in Phonics, and this is going to be lesson number 1. We are going to be building our reading skills together. Today we're going to focus on, let's start at the very beginning. We're going to be focusing on the alphabet, and we're going to be putting our alphabet into 2 groups today. And we're going to review each letter and the sound or sounds that go or are connected to that letter. So let's get started. I want you to find a comfy spot, and we are going to first name and group the letters, and then we'll go back through and practice the sounds of the letters so that we can start our successful journey in the area of reading. Well, first of all, we know that this is our alphabet. Each letter has a name, and each letter has a sound or sounds that go with it. The 2 groups that our alphabet letters are divided into are called consonants and vowels. Now I've pulled out our letters, the letters of the alphabet that are called vowels. We're going to go over those last. So as we go through our chart, I'm going to skip those letters and we're just going to focus on the consonants. As we're reviewing the letter sounds, I want you to practice with me, because saying the letter sounds correctly is going to help you, the learner, be able to put the sounds together as you are learning new words, and you'll be able to pronounce them correctly and read them successfully. Okay, here we go. Let's start with the very first consonant. It's the letter B. Some of the letter sounds that we do are going to be very quick. We don't want to drag them out and put other sounds with them. So the letter B is going to be a quick sound. B. Say that with me. B. It's quick, isn't it? Now when we go to the letter C, C actually has 2 sounds, and it gets those sounds because it's associated with a certain vowel. So hard C says K. Say that with me. K. And then soft C says S. S. Now you practice. Hard C, K. Soft C, S. Now let's go to the letter D. This is a quick sound. It's very precise. Don't drag it out. Listen, and then you practice. Letter D. 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 Now you practice. Say it quickly. D. Good job. Now we're going to go to the letter F. Listen. Look at my lips as I'm pronouncing it. You're going to feel that air flow through. You practice. Great. All right, let's continue. G, the letter G, has 2 sounds like the letter C. First sound's going to be quick. Listen. G. G. You do it. I know it sounds kind of funny, doesn't it? Practice. The more you practice, the more confident you get with your sounds, and then you're not going to be so afraid to read words that you don't know. You're going to be able to attack them with the correct letter sounds with confidence. G can also say J. J. You practice. All right, let's move on to H. H is a quiet sound. You're going to want to pronounce it with a very controlled quiet. Here we go. Listen. Now you do it. That's right. You know, like horse, house. It's quiet, isn't it? All right, let's go to our next consonant, J, J, J. We heard that over here too. That's why sometimes when we're reading words, we get confused because some letters have different sounds. That's why we're breaking it all down and we're going to work on reading skills together. You can do it. Let's go to the letter K. K says K. It's very quick. K. Good. Now let's go to the letter L. Again, L is going to be pronounced like this. Oh, oh. Now you practice. Oh, I'm actually putting my tongue up against my teeth. Oh, look at my lips. All right. Remember, doing it correctly gives us that confidence to be able to read words. Eventually, we can do this. Let's go down to M. My lips are together. I'm not adding any other sounds with it. That's the correct way to do it. Now you practice. Put those lips together. All right, let's go to N. My lips were in a different position. Yeah, practice N. All right, let's go to P. Now P is like B and D. We want to make it very crisp, very quick. P. P. Now you practice. P. Keep it short and sweet. That's right, good job. Now Q sometimes is tricky. It's even tricky for me. And when you're reading words with the letter Q, the vowel U most always in all words follows it. So when we're pronouncing it, it's going to sound like this. Coo, coo, coo. So as I roll off a word like queen, quarter, see how that naturally flows? Coo. You practice it. Coo, queen, quarter, quick. It's kind of tricky, isn't it? We can do it. We can do it together. All right, let's go to R. R. You ready? Robot. Right. See how it naturally flows into a word? Good. Now you practice. All right. Let's go down here to the letter S. That's going to be an easy one. Sounds like a snake. S. You do it. S. Good job. I'm building confidence as I go through it, and I know you are too. Practice is so helpful. Let's go to the letter T. Again, T is going to be a very quick sound. We don't want to pull it out and add other sounds to it. Are you ready? Listen. T. T. Now you do it. T. Very quick, very crisp. Good job. All right, we're going to go to the letter V. Now you practice. Kind of tickles your lips a little bit. All right, W. Another tricky sound, can be tricky, but we're going to flow it right into a word so it sounds like the letter sounds like it flows into the word. Ooh. Ooh, as in water. Ooh, ooh, white. See how our lips are shaped when we're pronouncing W? Ooh, ooh. Practice that. Yeah, that's right. Ooh, wagon. You got it. Now, X is one of my favorite sounds. It actually takes the K and the S and kind of pulls it together into a sound. I always told my students, it sounds like your tire is going flat, which you don't want to happen. But it's a fun sound to make. Kss. Kss. Now you do it. It's a fun one. Kss. That's right. Let's go to Y. Y is another tricky sound. You may have heard it pronounced differently than you're going to hear it today. But again, we're going to roll it into a word so it's going to sound more natural. So listen carefully. E, E, as in yellow. You, yes. E, practice that. E, good. We can do it. Last, yay, we're at the end of the alphabet. And this one's an easy one to close up with. Ready? Z says Z. Z. Good. Great practice on those consonants. Now, we're going to shift up to our 5 vowels. And the vowels have 2 main sounds. And with our early reading skills, we're going to be focusing on the short sounds that vowels make because they're most often in 3-letter words that we're going to encounter as young readers. So we're going to go over the short sounds and then we'll go over the long sounds. Okay, let's get started. We've got the letter A, but short A says ah, ah. Now you try it. Ah, as in apple, ant. All right, let's go over short E. And these sounds are close, so we have to sort of look at our mouths and think about how we're pronouncing. So short E is going to, my jaw is going to drop a bit. Ready? Ah, ah. Now you try it. Ah, as an elephant. Your jaw drops a bit. So ah, ah. Let's go to the third vowel. I, like your itchy. I. So ah, I. This one's a fun one. It's a little easier. When you go to the doctor usually says, open your mouth and say, ah, ah. That jaw really drops, doesn't it? Ah. So ah, ah, I, ah. These are the short vowel sounds. And then finally, short U says, Let's practice them together. Ah. Now you say it. I, ah, and Good job. I, ah, Those are the short sounds. Now we're going to just review the long vowel sounds. These are sounds that we're going to be encountering later on as we meet up with different words and different spelling patterns. But long vowels are easy because they're the letter names. A, long A says A, long E says E, long I says I, long O says O, and long U says U. But when we encounter these vowel sounds in words, they're going to be connected with other vowel letters that have patterns that we have to notice. So even though they say their letter names, you have to spy the patterns or other vowels they go with so you'll know what long sound they make. Wow, this was really a good first step in our First in Phonics Learning to Read series. You have to start at the beginning. start with the letters of the alphabet, learn their correct letter sounds, put them together with vowels, and then you're on your way to reading. You're going to read with confidence, and you're going to be having fun. Yes, you're going to have fun reading because you're going to be able to attack and break down those words and read fluently. So let's continue learning to read together, and we're going to have fun, yeah, and get it done together. All right, readers, until our next First in Phonics video, and I want you to join me because we're going to be starting off with the letter short vowel A. We're going to be starting out with a words. We're going to be learning short A, and we're going to be learning about the at rhyming family, the add rhyming family, and the app rhyming family. And we're going to be putting letters of the alphabet together with a, and we're going to be reading, building and reading new words. All right, readers, until our next reading time together, as always, don't forget to practice saying your letter sounds, and I'll see you real soon.